What are you doing? You're clicking on my channel. I love it. My name is Laura Lee, and this is Lora's Porch. What is this, you say? I was hoping that you would ask. This is a little surprise. We're going to be going through it to find out who these people are. You're like, we don't see people. There's people in here. There's people in here. I found this when I was doing eBay reselling years ago, and I just came across it recently, and I was like, this would be great for my second channel. This is my second channel. If you like paper crafting, glue booking, that kind of thing, head over to my first channel, Treasure on Paper. Otherwise, let's get into today's video. And by the way, at the very end, I have a couple clips from our backyard. It was taken at the beginning of June when spring was happening. You'll see Rocky for a split second. You'll see Pearl, the kitty cat, and you'll see some ducks. Okay, let's get into this. I hope you enjoy. Don't mind me. I'm just going to be down here in the corner. There's no audio because these are just photographs. Anywho, hi. Let's go over this couple's vacation slides. I don't know what time period this is in. Maybe the 60s or the 70s. You guys will have to give me suggestions on when you think it is. Look at that uniform that the stewardess, back in the day, that's what they were called, obviously, and that she's wearing. Is that like a shiny pink material? What is that even? And look at her little tendrils coming down from her completely slicked back hair and her bun. And then the couple is just decked out. I feel like, back then people dressed up to travel. They have their wine. And I believe I see in front of the lady maybe like a little salt shaker packet or a salt shaker. Do you see that there? I love it. And the lady, I like that she has like the long sleeves on because that is totally what I would wear because it's just cozy. She has her hair coiffed and her honey, he has a matching tie, that russet color, and very distinguished couple. Look at the lady in the back, a couple rows. And there's a man looking out the window. I have no idea what airlines this is. I might have said that a moment ago. Now he's like really got her in there for the picture. And I'm wondering if they're related or not related. I mean, people would pose with, stewardesses, flight attendants quite regularly. All right, let's go to the next slide. In this one, they are toasting their trip, I'm sure. And, those are salt and pepper shakers. And he's holding on to a pin. I love that. Cheers. I hope they had a wonderful, wonderful trip. This one is so adorable. Look at them cracking up. He looks pretty proud, like he told a really good joke. And the wife, she's like, I liked it. It was good. And like he's holding the pen or chops. I don't know what it is. Maybe chopsticks. But he's holding it like at the end of the joke. And he's like, that's what I'm imagining. Anyway, they look great. Looks like they're finishing up their wine. And they are ready for this flight to be over so they can begin their vacation. Next up is this really great one because they have made it wherever they're at. They have made it there. I see mountains, the ocean, and I see palm trees in the distance. No telling where they're at. They could be a plethora of places. But I love the telescopes there, the lookout area. Everybody has white shoes on. And I really like the graphics on the shirt of the lady on the right. There are a couple more pictures with her in it, and I'm hoping we'll be able to get a better view. Then the couple have changed their outfits. It could be the next day. Who knows? It could be 5 days from the first picture. We don't know. But they all look great. They look like they're out sightseeing. And look at the big fluffy clouds in the background. That is very, very pretty. What an area. Here we go. Look at this scenery. This is stunning. Beautiful. I checked out AI and it suggested maybe Acapulco. I cannot say it. Acapulco. Acapulco. Yeah. Is it Hawaii? Who knows? You guys might know. Please tell me. Look at the cars. Look at that station wagon and the green car. And the man is turned around looking at the scenery. The ladies are facing whoever is taking this picture for them. They might have a tripod, who knows? And then there's another couple off to the side. I absolutely love this slide. And then at some point, hopefully, we'll know where in the world this was taken. And they have the same clothes on. It's so exciting. And also, like, those seem to be American made cars, right? So someplace where they could get American cars? I don't know. Okay, let us go to the next slide. Look at this. This is amazing. So, is this Hawaii? Is it Japan? Where is this at? And of course, I have no idea. I've said that 12 times so far. But we are going to say that they're in the same country. They all have the same clothes on. So that would be a little bit odd that they went to a new country at some point and wore the same outfit. The man is up on that little ledge step to give him a little bit more of a view. And the ladies are smiling and posing. I wonder if they're related or if they're just friends. Let's go into the picture a little bit. Yeah, I have no idea, but I love the picture. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Check this out. Now, I'm trying to figure out how they got this photograph. They didn't have a drone. Interesting. Look at that station wagon. The first one was a white station wagon, and I love he's got his hands in his pockets. His wife has a hand on one hip, and then the other lady has her hands behind her. I wonder if she's a tour guide. Maybe she's driving them around, but he has a bucket hat on. Love it. Oh my goodness. Look at the white walls on the tires, and there's that mountain scene in the background. So maybe, obviously, there must be some kind of like a curve in the wall, the retaining wall, and it sort of like curves back to itself and somebody's on the other side with their camera. Anyway, it's not a big deal. I just was like, wait up, hold up. How'd they get a picture overlooking something facing them? Okay, this is very cool. This photograph looks like it could be outside of somebody's house, outside of the hotel, and I don't know if it's a travel agent because he's really got a hold of them. I can imagine he holds on to you when he gives you a hug. I can see it. What does she have? Oh, those are her sunglasses. The lady in the yellow pants. I was like, what is in her hand? It looked like a triangle, a instrument. So they're happy. Everybody's excited, and very pretty landscaping in the background. And I'm just trying to get a better look here. Yeah, I would say this is pre them leaving to go sightseeing. This is a let's go sightseeing, let's take a picture. This is not a we did it because they don't look so tired. You know what I mean? This one seemed to be a little bit puzzling for AI. It said it looked like they were in Sussex, England at the Crime Museum where they have caves on the inside. I don't believe that's where it is. I could be wrong. So, looking at the picture, I was like, the lady with the yellow pants, she has a little bit of a heel on. I think it was normal back then to have that type of a heel on things, but ladies, oof, were they comfortable? Did they hurt your back, your feet? They are reading it. I tried to zoom into the picture. You could not read anything. And that also looks like a seat, like a bench seat of some kind. who knows what it is, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you know, because I want to know, and everybody else wants to. This is an interesting one. What is this? I had to look at it for a minute and realize it's probably an induction oven or microwave or something. And then I was like, is this on an airplane? And then I was like, probably not. Maybe it's on in an apartment, because underneath it, it looks like a little dishwasher. There's a door to the right. And although there's Planters peanuts right there, and there's a drink, there's the stretch and seal. So this could be on the airlines. What do you think? It looks like possibly a blender, like in the corner on the shelf up there. And then I don't know what that gray thing is above the Planters peanut container. But look at that. I'm thinking, now I'm really starting to think airlines. Because did everybody have microwaves before the late 70s? I don't know. Maybe we didn't get a microwave until 1985, 84, 83, something like that. Anyway, that's a pretty cool image right there. Tell me what you know. I'm looking for your assistance in the matter of all things. We have some beach scenes, so I'm going to try to go through these a little bit more quick, but here we go. The water's relatively clear. This looks like a Florida beach, a Florida causeway, if you will, like Sanibel Causeway. If you've ever been there in Florida, then this is what it reminds me of back in the day. Could be. There's tons of places it could be. Anywho, the gentleman sitting in the chair, we'll see him. The lady with the white, the only lady I see in that picture right now, we're going to see her, and I'm pretty sure she's the same woman that was in the other travel video, or not video, picture. And then that brown car all the way to the left, the young man sitting in the chair, he's standing in front of that picture. So we're going to see that. But look at all those old great cars, and some of them have backed up their trailers for their boats right there. Here we go. Look now. Do these other women look like the girls in the other pictures? The blonde, maybe she had longer hair and she had it in a bun then. That looks like the same girl. And then the dark haired girl, that could possibly be the other girl in whatever country they were in. Maybe they were flight attendants living abroad, traveling abroad, and their parents went with them or something, or travel. But they're having a great time. Look at that old swimsuit. I mean, new to her probably back then, but, and I'm like, are they drinking coffee? The mom's drinking coffee. It's adorable. I can't. Anyway. Love that. We get a closer look at the vehicles. I wonder what that one directly, the blue one is. I don't know what that is, but you see a VW Bug. So cool. All right, let's keep going to the next slide. Here's the young man I said. He is wearing his tennis shoes and jeans at the beach because he doesn't do beaches. That would be my oldest son. No, we don't do beaches. He doesn't do beaches. Although he's older now, so he has done that. But look off to the left in the background. It looks like a Camaro or Trans Am or something. Isn't that so groovy? I love it. I wish I knew where that was. But I also am seeing that red cooler in the back of the vehicle, and that's super neat. What kind of vehicle is that, do you think? Anyway, it is a hatchback. It's looking good. And the kid, he's smiling, he's participating. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. If you're enjoying yourself, please consider hitting that subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. Set that to all so you get all notifications. And I appreciate you spending some time with me. We're almost done. We only have maybe 3 to 6 more frames. But let us look at this particular picture. I appreciate you. And you will see other people have their boats. You're going to see that they have one as well. And you can see a boat trailer backed up. Really easy to offload and onload your little sailboat. So I'm looking at that car way off in the distance. I can't tell what it is. Anyway, I think it looks like they were having a great day. What is next? Here is their picture of their catamaran. I think that's what they're called. And I'm wondering which one of these guys is the man on the left, the father. Maybe they are boyfriends or brothers, and you'll hear mowing. My honey is mowing. But anyway, look, you can really tell in this photograph how clear the water is. Isn't that cool? That's really, really pretty. Yeah, I'm thinking the guy on the left is the dad. I should already have the frame as enlarged as I possibly can. Yeah, they probably had a great time hanging out. They have a life jacket over there, I believe I see. Okay, gorgeous, still day to be out on the water. Here are the gals in the water, and you can see across the water, you can see another city or something. Now, when you're on the Sanibel Causeway, you could see part of Fort Myers Beach, but looking more straight across, you could see Bonita Springs, and you could even on really clear days see down into Naples. And now I'm wondering if this is actually on the other side looking that way, because it looks like either that's a tall building or it could be a lighthouse if it is Sanibel. Very, very interesting. I wish I knew where it was, but they're having a great time. And it's always nice to be able to see through the water when you're sitting in it. We only have 2 more images left. This one, either they're getting ready to take the catamaran out or they just got back. And notice that the blonde has a totally different bathing suit on now than she did before, I believe. I don't think it was like this. Doesn't really matter. She can have 2, 3, 4 different designs. I wasn't there, okay? But she has her not handkerchief, scarf, if you will, or bandana. And yeah, it looks like maybe, they're wrapping up or they're getting ready to head out. Who knows? We will never know. Lucky last picture is the young man sitting here in the chair. I can remember, if you are a certain age, if I ask you, what does that chair sound like? What did it feel like on your bare legs? Both itchy and scratchy, but also loud. And then you could adjust the seat with the arms. I sort of remember that. And then you'd have to fold. You're sitting in it and you'd have to lean forward in order to bring it back. I don't know. Yeah, he still has his chucks on and his bell bottoms, and who knows what he's doing. I thought maybe he was reading a book, or I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's having a great time. He's getting through it. You're almost done, dude. You're almost done. So on the off chance that you know this family, it would be bizarre, but I've enjoyed looking over their photographs, their slides. I would love to know more information. Other than that, we'll never know, and this was enough for us to have some entertainment, and we got to see some old slides. How cool is that? So I hope that you have a wonderful whatever rest of the time it is, and I will see you in the next video. Come on back. Come see what we're going to do the next time. Who knows? You never know. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you later. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. No, I said bye. Rocky, are those your friends? It's feeding time. Got a kitty cat and ducks and whistling birds. Whistling ducks.